Hi everybody, it's Monday lunchtime. New week, new month, lots of things to do. I'll show you what I've managed to bring down because I've been down home this morning dismantling my old bed. As you can see, my face is up the eyes again. I've been dismantling my old bed, and these ribs are going to come in very handy because, as you can see here, I'm down in the bottom greenhouse, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new bench for across here, and these are going to come in very handy. I'm going to cut them in half. There'll be plenty bench space for the top of there, so that's a job to do possibly Friday, because I'm at work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So today, what me and Gran has managed to get done, I'll just spin you around and show you so far. So we've managed to get the new pipe section on. Bit of advice from somebody on YouTube. Says I need to draw it up a bit more, and so me and my Gran has just spent the last hour putting a little extension on the top of there as well. And there's another 2 foot of pipe which I can push up if need be as well, but at the minute it's working absolutely fine. So that's another job done. I've also put a couple of eggs in the water pipe, and we'll see how things go with that. If not need be, I'll put a couple of more in and see if that fixes that problem. So in the garden this week, plan is get that bench built, also get the lilies in, so I'm going to do that next. And also I'm going to clear this section off. I'm going to level the section, level the bottom off, and this weekend I'm going to get the base put in. So I'm going to get the foundation put in. Sorry about the wind there. So that's what's going to happen. Let's just show you what's happening down here on the bottom greenhouse. As you can see, I've brought the broccoli from last week down here. I've also got the dahlias, which I've got no bottom heat on at the moment. I'm just going to let them go naturally. If I get anything off them, I get lots of stuff off them. And on the right hand side here, all around cauliflower, sorry, that I sowed on the 13th of the 2nd. That's coming up alright. And all of these leeks, a bit dry. I'm going to get a bit of a drink. They come up lovely. I'm going to get plenty of leeks to put in the ground this year off them. I'm going to take these up to the top greenhouse and I'll tell you what I'm going to be doing with the lilies. Back up in the top greenhouse, I've got the lilies pot on. Now I had a bit of a conundrum because I wanted to put these in the beds outside like I did last year, but then I thought, well, why should I use a full bed for the lilies when I can put them in pots? So I put a message on the Facebook site Life at the Allotment this morning. Got a lot of responses, which was very helpful. Thanks everybody for your help and your advice. So what I'm going to do is I've got these rose buckets. All I'm going to do is I'm going to put 4 bulbs per bucket and leave them in there. And that's where they're going to stay. I'm not going to dig them up again. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to leave them in there, bring them in over the winter, then that's it. And all I'm going to do as well is I'm going to use some used compost and see what results I get from them. So it's a bit of an experiment, a bit of a dangerous one, because if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but shouldn't see a reason why it shouldn't work. So I've got the lilies that I bought from Wilco's here. So you've got the London Heart, which look like that. And all I'm going to do, all I've done is fill the bottom up so far. Always read the back of the packet. Always read the packet to see what the planting depths are. So well drained soil with good supply of organic matter and rich sandy soils with moulder compost. So compost there. If need be, I'll put a bit of manure in, but the depth for to plant them out is recommended at 2 inches. That can't be right. 2 inch planting depth, so it's about that far. I don't plant them that far. I've got mine about 6 inches. Well, if that's the case, then let's give it a go and do what it says on the back of the packet. So, let's fill the bucket back up. So, that's on that there. Now, I said I was going to put 4 in, but I've only got 2 of these ones until a couple of years' time. So I'm going to open them up, inspect them, see where they are. It's already starting to grow there as well, which is a good sign. All I'm going to do, root end off, I'm going to give the roots a bit of a snip. Have some second tears here, that's what do the trick. Give them just a little bit of a trim. Drop it on the floor. That's very helpful, Dean. Just pop it in. Same with the other one. good sign that they're both starting to grow. Trim the bottom of the roots, see if it should help promote growth. Pop them in. Then, so that's them in there, like that. So there's 2 in there. What I'm going to do, just fill that up with used compost to about 1 inch off the top, and that's that sorted. Used compost. Okay, these kids' spades have done the job fantastic. If you don't need to use the big one. I got the whole kids spade and tools and garden tools and everything for, I think it was £5 in the sales and Milkos. The last thing you need to do, marker. Job's a good one. So I'm going to get them. I'm going to put these two in as well into that one. Then I've got another few more to do with my own saved lilies. So these are the pink ones, which are nice. I'm going to put the big bulbs in the pots, and I'm going to put the littler bulbs in another pot, just so we can see exactly what's so we can see, of course, they're the mature ones, the smaller ones will put together and leave them in the pot for a few years till they develop to about the same size as these ones. And once in a couple of years time I'll separate them all out, and there'll be more stock to go for the years to come. So I'm going to get on with these and I'll show you afterwards how many buckets I've got, because I'm expecting to have a few buckets. To give you an impression of how many bulbs are on the lilies last year, which if you haven't seen, check out last year's video when I dug these up and stored them. There's some medium-sized bulbs, so that's them there. I've got 1 full of large bulbs. There's about 10 bulbs in there, and I've got 5 the biggest ones in there. And not just that, also got all these to put in as well. So these will all be staying in here in the buckets. I'm going to put another layer of compost on here, put another layer across, like a layered effect, and then I'm going to, if I've got enough, if I've still got plenty left, I'll make another pot as well, and I'll mark these up as nursery bulbs. And there we have it. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8. Hello. There's 8 rose buds of lilies. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 main buckets for flowers for this year, and all of the rest will be for the years to come. So I'm pleased I managed to get that done. Now I've got to find a place for these in a sheltered spot, so that when the lilies do come up I can stake them in and the winds won't catch them. And I've got the perfect spot for it as well, so I'm going to go and get these moved over. Then I'm going to show you the pipe work, and let's see if this has actually done the fix. That bush fix has worked. Let's have a look. So the fire is blaring away, absolutely fantastic, no smoke up the front. So the pipe, which me and my granddad put on, is doing its job. So as you can see, we extended that just a little bit higher than it was before. So that's doing its job, so success with that. Let's have a look at these pipes. So these pipes should be hot now, which they are. So we're going to go down to the bottom there and see if this bush fix, this bodge job with the eggs in the pipes have worked. So let's have a look to see if the water is up at the top here. So the water's at the top. It's level with this pipe. And let's go down. And where it was leaking, it stopped dripping. It only went and bloody worked. Well, there's a little bit of drip there, but hey, from what it was doing before, I kind of believe that's actually went and worked as well. That's great. That should be, I might stick another couple more in when it comes to it, now that I've noticed it does work. Let's see how long this keeps for. So the drips have definitely slowed right down. Hey, I'm pleased with that. I'm very happy with that. And only while I'm here, all these cuttings are coming away fantastic. I just need to warm them up. I need to water them, sorry, not warm them up. But yeah, well on my way. Hey, I'm dead chuffed with that. Dead chuffed with that. So there you go. Handy tip for you if you're doing a radiator in the greenhouse like that, or if you've got any problems. I wouldn't recommend going and put eggs in your radiator at home, like in your car. They used to do it back in the day and it used to work, as plenty of people have mentioned in last week's video. But for what I needed to be done, fantastic. Right, I want to get these lilies put out the side, then I'll see what else I've got to do, because I'm a bit ahead of schedule today. And that's where I'm going to leave them buckets for the time being. And I've just spotted something as I put some down here. 2 years ago, these lilies, the ones that I have saved, were planted in this bed here at the front. Now, I've just taken a look here, and as you can see, this thing's growing up here. And I've just dug one up here, and as you can see, once again, it's a lily bulbous. So what I'm going to do is just stick that back in there. There's another one there as well. So these would be lying in here dormant. Dormant, sorry, not dormant. That's a football club. For the past 2 years, getting bigger and bigger. And they're starting to grow. So I've already got my elephant garlic, so I've got them ones in there. I've also got some in here as well, which are starting to come through. But I'm going to leave them in there. But more lilies on the go. Nature always finds a way. Yes, look at these elephant garlic. Doing absolutely fantastic. Colours in them, lovely, lovely and green. Lovely and green, they're massive as well. Well pleased with them. Also got some sweet peas that were there last year as well. Nature finds a way. All them onions there doing fun or doing good as well. Right, I'm going to take this back inside the greenhouse at the top once I've had it tidy up, and I'll show you something else that I've brought down to the garden today. Well, I've got myself a little visitor to the garden. What's your name?
Lexi.
Lexi. So, Lexi, who's your daddy?
John.
John, who's John?
There.
That's John. John's come down, he's brought his daughter Lexi, and I've said that she could come and help us, and I'm going to sow some more carrots, aren't we? So I'm going to let Lexi sow the carrots, and what we're going to sow today is something a little bit different, aren't we, Lexi? We're going to sow carrots. What colour are carrots normally?
Purple.
No, not purple normally. What colour are they normally? Are they purple or are they a different colour? When you eat them on your plate, what colour are they?
Orange.
They're normally orange. And what colour did carrots used to be?
Purple.
Oh, you're clever. Has your dad been telling you?
No.
Who's telling you?
I just know.
She's clever as well. Right, so I'm going to let Lexi sow the carrots. What we're going to sow is I'm going to sow some rainbow mix. Exactly the same as what I sowed the other ones with. So I'll give you them, Lexi, and you can sprinkle them over the top all over.
Okay.
You can just do it with a packet, or you can do it with your fingers, either or. That's it. Go on all around, all the way around the edges as well. That's it. Is that them all?
No, there's some stuck in the side.
Well, you've got to put them in then. But they're no good. They can't grow in the packet, can they?
I'll try to get it.
You got them? Some help. Let's have a look. There we go. Is that it? Oh, yes. Oh, no. Is that it? Is it all empty now?
That's all empty.
It's all empty now, is it? Let's have another look. There's one right in the corner.
Yeah, one there.
See? It wasn't all empty, you see? I got the last one. So what we need to do now is, because we don't want them all grouped together, we need to spread them out a bit.
Okay.
So we'll just get a couple and just right to the edges.
I'll put that one there.
Yep, that's it. Right to the edges.
I'll just sprinkle it.
Sprinkle, that's it. Yeah, just sprinkle them around like that. And after that, are you happy?
There looks like none in the middle except for that one.
Because you buried them all?
So what we'll do is, I've got a special presser. Watch. You don't have to use your hand, I've got a special presser. Where's it gone? There, it's there. Look, I made this. Look. Look. So what do you do with that?
It's
There you go. Go on, that's it. All the way around. That's it. That's it. All the way around. And that's it. So they're in the compost there. Right, put that one side. And I'll get some more compost for the top.
okay. All right.
And we'll cover it over.
And then I'll push it down.
Then you can just
Well,
push
then
it
you
down.
spread it about.
Yeah, but first one needs fair.
Spread it about. So go on, then you can spread it about. All over.
I hope.
That's it.
There you go.
There we go.
Clever girl.
Well, there we go. Thank you very much for your help, Lexi. That's another lot of carrots done. That's 3 buckets of carrots. I've got 3 buckets. I'll show you the ones outside as well.
Okay.
But yes, lovely, nice little visit. So thanks very much for coming down, Lexi. I look forward to you coming down again.
Okay.
I'll show you the garden now before we need to go off for your tea. So I'm going to show you what else I've got to sow from the March sowing box. Some different things, but I've still got plenty of things to sow from the February sowing box as well. But that'll be done another day. So I'll see you once I've shown little Lexi here around the garden. You want to say bye bye?
Bye bye.
Well, that was a lovely little visit, wasn't it? Lexi helped us put them carrots in for the rainbow mixed carrots. Never grown them before, but we'll give them a go in the pots and we'll see how things go, and they can go outside with the other ones as well. So lots of carrots sown this week. Give it a few weeks before I sow any more. I've got my March sowing box. The majority of the stuff in the March sowing box are flowers, but I'll just show you what I've got in my March sowing box here. So the first thing on the box is sunflower. It says March. I won't be sowing them in March. I'm going to wait a few more weeks actually. Majority of these are flowers, so we've got things like sunflower, flax, gyphosphalia, some zinnia. I'll let you get them sowed. Most of these are Leslie's, hollyhock, and also carrots. So I've got some Chardonnay, red cord, got some autumn king. Like I say, you can sow these from March to July, so I'll be keeping these till later on in the year, sowing them as well. Autumn king, lots and lots of carrots. Once again, I did not pay $1.50 for these. Got cabbages in here as well. We've got kale, which I won't be growing this year, and we've also got sweet corn for this month as well, but that'll be later on in the month. I'll wait until the end of the month before I sow them. But like I say, I'm still sowing things out of the February box. I'm going to take that home, see what's in there, and see what I can get sowed, and make a plan of action for what I can get sowed. I need to get oh, by the way, yeah, I'll just give you a quick update in regards to the fire again. Not one single leak, and once again, water's right up the top. Let's level with that one as well. So I'm pleased with that fix. I'm absolutely over the moon with that fix, to be honest. Also made another change in here. I've taken the bubble wrap off there. I've taken the bubble wrap off the door as well. I'm going to put some green mesh on there next time I'm down, which will be Friday, to work in any case, just to get some more light through into this section of the greenhouse. I'm going to be making them benches on Friday, so I can start putting more stuff down in the cold greenhouse down the bottom there, and if I've got enough to make 2 lots of benches, I will. So, well, that's me all done for today. So I'll see how I progress over the next couple of days. Might be doing a few things at home, and then I'll catch you again down in the allotment on Friday, and I'll show you around what the flowers are like as well. See you then. Well, today's the day. I've been up and getting me sand, me gravel, and also me cement. We'll be getting the bottom end sorted out, and then we'll be getting the foundation hopefully done tomorrow. But in the meantime, future brother-in-law Paul has just dropped off, been up and picked up sand and gravel. It's going to be fun getting this moved in for the time being, so wish me luck. That's that done. Ton of sand for the cement, and also the beds. I've got another 2 more of these to come. Not this weekend though. Gravel sorted out as well. That's that sorted. So me and John's gonna get this side, the bottom end, cleared out, so we can start preparing the ground to get it sorted for tomorrow, for when we start mixing the cement and everything for the foundations. Right, that's the stuff that me and John's gonna get sorted now. I'm gonna get this ground prepared for tomorrow's fun and games. So that's what it looks now. Just give us a second, and there we go. That's that cleared off, all thanks to John. I've had a friend down, Stephen Kidd's been down, had a look at the garden and the leeks. I got a bit distracted. I turned around, and just like you seen there when it was full 1 minute, is exactly what's happened to me as well. I've come down, it's all been done. So cheers, John. Now we've just got to get it all leveled out and all marked down. And now I have the foundation, all the sides leveled, measured, dug out, ready for the hardcore to go in tomorrow. Then the hardcore is going to go in, then we'll get the cement going on top of there as well, and that'll all level off. Now how I've measured it is basically, I already had the structure anyways. Basically what we've done is we measured the structure that way, we've measured the structure that way, we put one side in this side, one side in that side, then we measured from that corner to that corner, then from there to there, then from here to there, to make sure it was fully square. Now we made sure it was fully square, we just marked a foot on the sides with the little pegs, so we knew how big we wanted, because I wanted a foot wide for the foundation, so I can place the breeze block on the breeze block on the top for the sides. So that's that done. So I'm going to show you what goodies I've getting and goodies I've picked up, and but that's that job done for today, and we'll get cracking on with this tomorrow. Before I show you me goodies, there's some more goodies here which Grandad Dave kindly dropped off, and this was gooseberry plants that was split into 4 from one main plant because it was so big. So what I did was dug this over, put a bit of muck in the bottom of the hole, put a bit of potash in as well, covered it over and staked it up with the 2 stakes. So I've got 2 at this end and I've got 2 at that end as well. So they've already started, because my granddad kept them in some water, they've already started to flower as well, to start bushing, so that's great. But yeah, that's that sorted out. Let me show you what goodies I'm getting. So just to help when I'm doing a bit of gardening or when I'm walking around, got some Bluetooth headset, very handy. Another thing which I'm getting today is a new phone. So I've got my new phone, you get that home set up, and that is going to replace the one I've got at the moment. So the one that I've got at the moment, this one, will be used for time-lapse videos only, because the sound of course isn't the greatest. I'll use this one for my general ones, and also the other little camera which I've got, which I'll show you tomorrow, because I haven't got it on me at the moment. I'll bring it down to the garden tomorrow. So that's what I've getting from them. Everything here is looking lovely and green. I love seeing stuff like that growing, it's great. But still plenty on to do with them. Got all of them to pot up. I've got all of these to pot up, so there'll be some late night potting on sessions over the next week, so look out for them. But as of from me today, I'm all sorted. That's me and John done. We've got what we wanted done, task done, a little bit extra done as well. I also want to get my marigolds sowed tomorrow as well. I've already got my trays in the back here, as you can see. Got my trays sorted for them, 20 cell seed trays and the ones that's on the bottom. And then I'm also going to show you tomorrow about the saved seed that I've got in the back here, which I didn't use these ones, but I used other ones, but I'll tell you about that tomorrow as well. So I'll see you then. Morning everybody, happy new phone day. So new phone is being used today alongside the new camera as well, which I'll show you once I get back inside the garden. Just arrived at the garden here. As you can see, I've brought some more goodies down. I'll tell you about them in a little bit, but first things first, I need to get fueled up. So this bacon and egg sandwich and this cup of tea is going to get eaten and drank before I make a start. Lots to do today. Let's see what we can get up to. That's much better. So that's getting that sorted out. The tea went down the treat and so did the sandwich. So I brought the goodies down, some goodies down, which I'm going to show you now, what I've picked up from the mother-in-laws, and also some goodies that I won on Instagram as well. So let me flip you around, show you the new camera, and also show you another few things which I've getting as well. So there's my little camera there. I can see he's both on both of them at the moment, so that's on its way there. With that camera, I've got a handy little watch which I can press to switch it on and off. And if I go down here as well, this is my old phone. It's connected up my old phone, so I can see it's all on there. See if I can do a bit of editing and swap them all around. So on Instagram, I entered a competition on behalf of Moonshine and Mills, and my name luckily got picked out of a hat. And this is the goodies that I've getting. from Moonshine, from Paul at Moonshine. So we're getting some nutrient enhancer, which I need to look into, because basically it's a feed which you put in a tank mixture for when you do the drip feeds. I've also getting some of the foliar feed here, which is spray on the leaves of the plants. So I've already started. So this stuff here has had raving reviews. I know a lot of people use it for the cabbages and stuff, so it's just a case of spraying it on there. Happy days, invigorates the plant. So that's some of the stuff that I've getting from Moonshine. Nice little stick I'm going to put in the greenhouse. A couple of labels as well. Nice little notepad. And there's some more information as well. So if you want to have a head over and have a look. I'm also going to get some more things from Mills as well. So see what that brings down, and I'll show you them when I'm finished as well. On top of all the stuff that I got from the competition, I've also pulled this big box of stuff, goodies up from my mother-in-law's. So in here we're getting some all-purpose release food. That'll be good. That'll be canny for the hanging baskets when I get the hanging baskets sorted. A couple of bottles of Resolve weed killer. They're my gloves. More gloves. Plenty of gloves there. Some knee pads, purple knee pads. When Leslie wants to come down, I'll take them up for Leslie. And a nice little whole load basket there with a couple of tools in, which come in handy, I suppose. So got them as well. I've also brought down the heavy onions, as you've probably seen before there, from Gary. And these are ready to go into the 2 litre pots. So as I potted these up the other week, they've started flying as well. So got that to do sometime this week as well. Right, so I've got this to sort out, just to finish off tidying up. I'm just waiting for the cement mixer to come over. As you can hear there, it's very, very windy. So as soon as the cement mixer gets here, I've got a handball, loads of bricks, put them down there, stamp them down, then start getting the cement ready before I get sorted. I'm also got the bucket over there, because there's loads of wood and stuff I need to burn across there as well. What I'm doing here is I've got all this hardcore that was from inside where the tomatoes were. So what I'm doing is hand bucketing them into the foundations for a bit more strength, and we're going to start getting the cement put in. Here's the maestro himself in his little work corner. Time to start getting all the cement in there now that the groundwork's been done. Time to get this sorted and levelled off. So just waiting for the next batch to be made. I'll show you what the pipework's like, because it's still holding fast. So it's still holding fast, fantastic, no drips. This one's full, which indicates that that is full as well. And the pipes are hot. I did put a little bit of water on here before, and it's now disappeared. Try it again. There you go. Up pipes, sorted. That's that done. I can actually start looking at getting the benches all warmed up, making that frame for around the bench, but that's another task for another day. So the mix ratio for the cement, if anybody was wondering, is, I think it's 3 parts sand, 2 parts gravel, 1 part cement. I'll double check that information though, but I believe that's what it is. I'm just hand baling them in these 10 litre buckets to the ground. Then I say it shouldn't take too much longer now to get this done. And that's it, done, all levelled off, new skill learned, cannot go wrong with that. So let me just turn you around and show you all of this. So it's taken the best part of 3.5 to 4 hours, hundreds of bucketfuls of concrete, ton of sand, half a ton of gravel, 4 bags of cement, but that is the foundation all in and dusted. So it's all levelled off as well, which will be helpful when it comes to the brickwork. So that's the task I wanted to get done. Next step will be tidying up. But let me show you some of the little addition that I've put on here as well. Right, time to get the last finishing touch to this foundation base. Now, you might be thinking, what's he doing there? It's not for a step. I'll show you what I'm going to do, because it just can't be helped. Sorted. Had to be done, didn't it? So yeah, as you've seen, had to be done, didn't it? Had to be done. Not the neatest, but sorted. So that took a little bit longer than expected. At the end of the day, it's going to take a little bit of time to clear everything up, because we've got to tidy up. That's going to take a week to set, well, it will be a week by the time I get things sorted, and this will be all started to brick out at the end of March. 30th and 31st is when I get planned to get the breeze blocks in. Then once the breeze blocks are in and set, it'll be time to get this bad boy up. But time to tidy up, then time to finish everything off. Well, last task of the day will be to quickly sow some marigolds whilst I'm waiting for the fire to get sorted out. So I've got my big tray, as you can see there. So I'm going to put this down, I'm going to fill it up. I'm going to start off with some marigold seeds. I've got my big tray. Compost mix is already sorted. Just got to fill all these up, which I'll do. Then I'll get the marigolds out. So if you haven't seen what a marigold seed looks like, that's what they look like, and they're very easy to keep a hold of yourself. Just let the flower heads dry out. So I'm going to start sowing these now, one per section, if I can. Wish me luck. Right, that's all that's sorted, and that's the variety that they are, sorry. And these ones are called dwarf double mixed. So it's a double mixture of the marigolds. I'm going to leave these in here overnight. Then I'll put them in the cold greenhouse down the bottom, and that's them sorted out and done. I was looking for some water. I'll water these in. So from me, so that's me sorted out. Lots done. I'm very tired. Me and John are tired now. Time for to go and get a cup of tea and some tea. And time to start again tomorrow as well. So from both of us, see you later. I can't see him. There he is. Ah!
A funny walk going on. A funny walk going on.
I told you not to be so rough with this.
Feels like a barge pole. Doing a bit of hard graft does, do you, doesn't it? Thanks for coming, John.
No more.